Hey, Ice Prelude. I'll be starting up in 2 minutes yet. Just getting things ready to go. My voice should be louder. Okay, let me see if I can do something about that. Hmm. It's still soft. Is this any better, or are we getting echo now? We might be getting echo this way. Let me know if this helps. I guess I should keep talking so that you have more. It sounds a bit different, but it is definitely louder. Okay. Well, I guess we'll leave it on this for now, and if it needs further adjustment, I'll look into it. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. I will get started. Thank you for following Acondis. I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce your handle. You sound a bit robotic. Is this any better? I'm kind of uncertain what But it sounds like that might be softer now. It's fine? Okay. I'll stop fussing with it. It's better and it's normal now? Okay. I'll listen to it later when I'm listening to the recording for future references. Always trying to work on the technical aspects, but not a contitas? A contis toss? Alright. So today, I'm going to be talking about how to time travel in SC2. This is a little bit of a hook in the title, as you do not actually get to time travel. But, close enough. Alright. There's some ideas in this that are related. And I didn't set up my other system to... Okay. So one of my favorite patches to StarCraft was when they added the resume from replay function. To me, this meant that I could try again if I failed, and wanted to know what would happen if I did that one thing differently. I guess it's no surprise to me that, I guess it's no surprise that when Pig was doing his What If Wednesdays, it really appealed to me. You see, what I appreciated was this basically do-over time travel card. As if you were in Groundhog's Day, you could retry and retry until you found the desired result. Unfortunately, my excitement had one problem. You needed the other person to play the replay with you. So I couldn't just ask my opponent after each ladder game I lost to resume from replay. I mean, while I've occasionally gotten the chance to ask a clanmate to resume from replay, like Landfear on Fracture, yes, that throw still haunts me. Most of the time, I only have the replays of the games as well as the games that I play later on. I say all of this as background to get you thinking about time travel and the reality of the situation, because today my goal here is to impress upon you the mental value of time, the mental value of intentionality, and at least how these work within our world today. To do this, I'll be recounting some ladder experiences and circle back to the idea of time travel and how we can simulate the use of time travel to learn StarCraft faster. In March last year, I started getting into cannons, and I don't mean for fun. Now, I'm not saying I didn't have fun, but I'm saying that my point in cannon rushing was actually to map out cannon rushing, as opposed to simply ladder climb or mine salt. I wanted a better cannon defense, and I wanted to be good enough at it so that I would have an all-purpose cheese to random players on the ladder that I didn't want to put up with. And no offense to those of you that may be a random player. I may have gotten a little sidetracked and gained a reputation as a cannoneer, but again, that is another story. What I want to convey to you about this is intentionality. I didn't choose to cannon rush because it was the build. I actually entered cannon rushing with the assumption that it was the inferior opener to the standard gate expand or other macro-oriented builds. However, I did believe that within the cannon build or style, there was at minimum a response to all possible outcomes, and it came down to your own execution and understanding versus the execution and understanding of your opponent. Hi, Kuna. Yes, I should be shamed for being a cannoneer. Anyway. On the other hand, In September, I returned to macro PvT Swarm Toss as handed down to me by the great Lord Jedrix. Oh man. Now I've tried to add a similar mentality, but to his chagrin, I am also trying to tweak it because there's that part of me that goes, what about X? It just keeps whirling away. I found that while I can get a free win sometimes, I also suffer losses, to which I would either have to answer situationally or accept as a possible loss because I deviated from the build or there is a risk I am taking. It is not that the Bible of Swarm Toss was written wrong per se. I simply misunderstood why it said, "You shall not take a third before your third gate," or replaced in my mind what was a circumstantial law with an all-binding law, which I had to go back and relearn to undo. I had to change my understanding, or my execution. Now, the reason I'm talking about all this is because I've met a number of people at various skill levels that say something like, Xeno, I don't have a build, I just react. I make it up as I go, and whatever I make is what I need. Or maybe they have an opener, and that opener is... And after that opener, anything is fair game. We'll call this the freestyle portion of the build. I also get a number of people that... I get a number of people that tell me to the exact second, well, my build has this many units, and at this time I will have this, but I don't know how to use this when you cannon rush because you changed the script. Or on the flip side, they know their build has a specific option to deviate, and so since they see a pylon at their base, now they are doing X instead of Y. And in all of this, it's striking to think that having a simple cannon opener and having a full build still comes to the same execution and understanding. I think the unifying mechanism between people I see improving at SC2 is their intentionality and methodology to how they play. These streamers I learned from, like Printf or Neuro, or clan members I harass with questions like Jedrix or Salavanth, the reason why they are where they are is because they've learned to troubleshoot their method. They know why they do what they do, and if what they do does not work, they can go back and ask themselves where they went wrong. In a sense, they are benefiting from a kind of natural resume from replay, whenever they play their style and scout an opening they've encountered before. For these people that have this kind of methodology to their play, this do-over time travel allows them to try again and again until they find an answer that breaks their Groundhog Day repeat loop, or at minimum, progress farther in the game if... start that one over. For people that have this methodology to their play, this do-over time travel allows them to try again and again until they find an answer that breaks their Groundhog Day repeat loop, and at minimum, progress further in the game, if not all the way to a victory screen. They're mapping out a means in which they can reliably expect certain components of the game to remain consistent based on whatever opener, scout, or harass tool they start off with and encounter from their opponent. You see, as it is presently, we do not have a way to travel back in time and try again. If we're honest with ourselves, I think there's many things we would have done differently to gain that victory screen on a math test, or when we wanted to make an impression on, what was her name again? Anyway, in StarCraft, with the exception of patches and the person you're playing, you you get to try again. Hang on. Alright, Kuna. Have a good stream. See you later. Where was I? You get to play that PvT on Automaton a second time and ask yourself, what happens when I place my observer in this position? for the mine drop? Do I have the attentiveness to blink and snipe it this time? You can intentionally metagame the cannon rusher and open pool before hatch and find out, do I know what it takes to transition to the next stage when the cannons are simply securing space and not costing me 300 minerals for that hatch on the low ground that I'm now losing? But you can only do these things if you're intentional and consistent in some way on how you approach the game. Whether it is a cannon style or a full swarm toss build, some opener or some opener with reactionary components, you're mapping out your own scout and response network as you play StarCraft based on your understanding and your execution of what you believe will work in each scenario you might encounter. And if you are intentional, you too can be a time traveler. Sort of. Special thanks to Ariat for bringing mindfulness to StarCraft 2 at a diamond level, and Minute Physics for covering the various kinds of temporal mechanics that have been portrayed in fiction. Okay, now that I've read all of that, I will scan the chat for anything that I wanted to cover, review, go over. Ancient Greek, E read as A. What if you lied? I should be ashamed for being a cannoneer. Oh man, that's great. You're a huge Florencio fan. That's what you do after your opener. Up to you do your opener up to 5 minutes, then your build is react. And your freestyle portion of the build, I presume. An opener with multiple transitions. Alrighty. Alright, that concludes my what I wrote up for this, and I'll take any last questions before I go. I'll probably stream you have an answer for the XYZ scenario. Yeah, I think it's part of that scout and response network of reaction, right? Sometimes you're not actually changing the build as much as it is that you're changing unit position. Other times you're choosing, well, I have this amount of time before what I've scouted can affect me. So I am now going to add this tech, or I don't have time for this tech, I just need to make units.
6 and Panda Popcorn.
I should turn that off when I'm talking about stuff, but I could imagine that being very distracting if I which is fine. Great. Thank you for the bits, Snoopy. I just realized that that could have been a problem in another day, another stream. You may have even been here lurking and waited and put that there afterward. I'm not faulting you. I'm just no. It's not you, Snoopy. I was just thinking to myself out loud. It wasn't an interruption. I was done. I hadn't thought about the fact that I have that feature on the stream. Oh man. Things to think about for other times I do stuff like this. Yeah, I had already opened it up to questions and comments. Oh no! Oh gosh. Alrighty. Anything else I need to mention on time travel and StarCraft 2? Comments, concerns, contusions, curiosities. What's more fun? Then during the stream, that alert during the stream or being... I like the alert sound. It's like... It's like more direct interaction. Yes, Spartanator. I was talking about time traveling as a... Not like... It's not that you time travel, but you can kind of gain the advantage of time travel in StarCraft. Because when you play StarCraft, you get to play a game, test out an idea, and then play that game again at another point in time. This is game theory, really, is that you get to... It's a kind of Groundhog's Day time travel. And I kind of went over... I don't have a quick line summary somewhere, do I? What I appreciated was that you were basically given a do-over time travel card. As if you were in Groundhog's Day, you could try and retry until you found the desired result. French haircut. I don't know what... Oh, fresh haircut. I misread. It's newish, yeah. I got the haircut December 26th or 27th, something like that. Just after Christmas. Thanks, Sasha. Or Sasha Vaimon. Yeah, that's a good summary. That's prelude. The meme is dead. Is the meme dead? Has it transitioned to the viral stage where it's no longer funny? Yeah, that was a good good summary. Alrighty. Well, if there are no additional questions, I'm going to find a stream to host. I don't know if I will stream later today or tomorrow, but I think I'll send you guys to Kuna, actually. Okay, I will have to ask Snoopy to put the image in the command for Sash or something like that. And I will see you guys next time.
Okay. Hey, Daryl, would you choose the network rated #1 in the nation by the experts or the one awarded by the people? Correct. You don't have to choose, because,
Oh! Switch to the network awarded by Root Metrics and JD Power. Buy the latest Galaxy phones, get Galaxy S9 free.